Are you a parent who's looking for ways to start your own business? Do you want to be able to work from home and spend more time with your family? Then this is the podcast for you. My name is Pam, and I'm the host of the Caribou Mom podcast. In this show, I share tips and tricks on how to start your own business from scratch. Whether you're just starting out or you've been in the business for a while, there's something here for everyone. So come join me as we chat about entrepreneurship, family life, and everything in between. Hey, welcome back. It's another episode with the Caribou Mom. I'm Pam. If you've never met me before, I help small and home-based businesses find their niche, be effective, and learn to grow a business at home so that you can spend more time with your family and have more financial freedom. So today we're going to be talking about a subject that some people get very worked up over. I know it's a polarizing topic, but we're going to look at the world of MLM. Is it a valid way to earn money? Can you do it without being super annoying and salesy? And can it be done the right way? My personal feeling is that yes, it can be done a right way. There's always a right and a wrong way to do something like this. So we're going to look at some of the ways that you could legitimately use MLM as one of your streams of income. If that's something that you're already dabbling in, if you've tried an MLM business before, maybe you've tried selling something like Tupperware or Norwex. We all know people who do that, and I myself have a long history in MLM, so it's near and dear to my heart, but I have seen the ugly side of it, and I've seen it done right. So I want to share with you some tips and some of my personal experience with this, so hopefully it can help maybe open your mind to a new way of looking at it, even if you choose not to pursue that as a type of business for yourself. Maybe you can help other people see the light and find a better way to do it when they're pursuing an MLM business. So currently my dog is wanting attention. He's do you ever have an animal that knows when you're recording something and just jumps on your lap? My dog is just sitting here whining. Poor guy, needs love. All right, so first of all, choosing a company. Now, I would say that before you choose a company, think about your branding, think about your passions, your values, and the audience that you want to serve before you pick a company. If you've already picked a company, likely there's a reason you picked that company because it is already in alignment with what you're about. But if you're at a place where you already have a business, maybe you want to serve moms, maybe you want to serve older people, maybe you're into fitness and yoga, or maybe you're into moms with little kids and early childhood education, whatever it is your niche is, who are you serving? And what is an MLM company that is in alignment with your personal values, what you believe in, and the products that are actually going to serve your audience? Because if you're super into yoga and then you pursue an MLM that's maybe like Tupperware, it might be hard to kind of find the middle ground between those two things. What you want is an MLM that's going to make sense within the context of your business, right? And so I don't want your MLM business to be the one thing that you're doing. And I think that's really why people don't always succeed with it, because they become, Miss Tupperware. And I have nothing against Tupperware. It's just like the most common one, right? It's the one that everyone's familiar with. If you become Miss Tupperware and all you do is live and breathe Tupperware, it can start to kind of feel off to people, right? Like they can get kind of annoyed by it. All she ever does is push Tupperware on us, and there's only so much Tupperware one person can use. But maybe your passion is helping people organize, right? Organizational tools, organizing their home, their space, and finding really good resources for organizing. So if you come at it from that angle where you are helping people organize their space in their home, then Tupperware fits into that. But you can also be doing other things, right? Demonstrating how to organize your office space using really good tools that you found, maybe products off of Amazon, or maybe just any good resource, tips, tricks, demonstrations on how to organize your home better. People love watching that stuff. I love seeing good before and after of organizing a space that's really messy, and finding really good ways to, organize my desk drawers or organize my pantry and things like that. That's the kind of stuff that people like to watch online anyways. And so Tupperware can really fit into that really well. So that's what you're kind of looking for, is a way that your MLM can fit into something bigger. And I think that makes it feel more natural natural and makes it feel more relational for people, and they are not so distracted by the fact that you're with a company. I think we've all been invited to someone's party, or we've hosted a party for different brands, and I have nothing against that, but I think that the days of party sales are kind of dwindling. I think that the pandemic has shifted how people do business, and we're now more following YouTubers, following people on TikTok, following people on Instagram, and looking to support local business, which I think is a big thing. If you have a lady or somebody in your community that's got an MLM business, I don't think there's anything wrong with supporting them. I encourage you to support them. I'd rather support someone, that's a neighbor who's just looking to earn a little extra income than to support a big box store. But I think that there's a better way to grow your business if you have an MLM by pushing it online, having a bigger audience, and serving an audience that's more than your MLM. So that's my first tip, is really choose a company that's in alignment with you, your values, something that you think is ethical. Not all MLM companies are created equal. Some of them are trash. Like some of them are straight up trash. So really look at what the company's about, how long have they been around, what was their founder about, what's the science and the research behind it, who's backing this company, look at their reputation. There's some really good ones out there that have an impressive amount of credentials and really good products, but then there's others that I would say are not the best. They're more trashy, garbagey stuff. So find something that looks good to you, that is in alignment with you, and then build your audience and serve your audience. So what you can do to serve your audience is really find a way to draw them in with something that's going to work as a good lead magnet for you. And a lead magnet is a free offering that people are going to give you their email in exchange for. So if you have, let's go back to the Tupperware lady. If you have a Tupperware business as part of your home organization audience business, whatever you're doing, right? So if you're just doing online influencing, or if you actually have other products that you are doing, or you help people organize their home, maybe it's a service you offer, maybe you're a home cleaner, something to that effect, then what you're going to do is create a free offering. Now, free offering is broad, right? It can be anything. So you really need to ask yourself who your audience is and what they need, and what's something that can give them an immediate fix to a problem, right? So it could be a checklist. Here's a checklist for how to organize your pantry. Here is a guide for how to do something. Here is a series of videos. Here is a mini crash course, a mini training, a mini demonstration. Here is a free assessment, a quiz they can take. Something that's going to help them right now and give them some insight, give them some good resources that they can use then to fix a problem, right? So whatever that is, if you can create something that's really enticing for your audience, and that can include your products from your MLM. So it could be, my friend just made one for gut health. She's really helping people transform their gut health. And so she was creating sort of a daily challenge to help them improve their gut health. And she's making product recommendations. And some of those product recommendations are from her MLM company. And so that can be a really good way to incorporate it into a complete sort of guide or tutorial or overview that you're going to give people, is kind of insert in those products that are also going to benefit them. So then you can be using that as the first stop. So when people encounter you online, the first thing they're going to do is download that freebie or opt in for that freebie, and it's going to walk them through and lead them to your products, your services, your offerings, whatever those are. That is a really great way to build your email list, to start serving your audience, and to introduce your MLM in a way that's not like Tupperware, Norwix, but it's part of serving your audience. So if you can come at it from that angle and start really building your email list, and I'm going to do another episode on how to have effective email marketing and how to not be super annoying with your email marketing, but how to use your email to build relationship with your community. So that's going to be coming up. But really start building your email list, and then you want to be automating your business as much as possible with your MLM. And I think automation is really key when building an MLM, because it can be time consuming, and because we are looking to build more freedom into your life. What I want you to do is look for ways to automate the process of people coming in. So if your lead magnet is going to lead them to your products, then all you have to do is start serving your audience online by creating good content, creating good YouTube videos, creating good posts on Instagram that are helping people, showing up for your audience every day and serving them, and just trusting that by building that relationship with them, you are leading them to your lead magnet, and your lead magnet leads them to your products. And then your email marketing, which you're going to establish, is again going to lead them to your products. So you don't have to be like buy, and pushing parties and pushing sales. You're serving people, and the sales part is happening automatically in the background. The other thing that you want to do is, if you are in an MLM where it makes the most sense to build a team, and I think that happens kind of naturally with MLM, is that people come in with the products and then they look at it and go, well, I want to have a business as well, just like you do. You want to streamline that process and make it as easy as possible so that new customers and new business builders with your MLM have a very easy, simple plan to follow. So when you get a new customer, what are you going to send that new customer? So you might have a series of emails that are automated. Okay, so it could be a welcome email. Here's some good resources to learn about the products. Here's a Facebook group you can go join to learn about the products. Or here's a challenge you can take to get started with those products to get a good transformation. All of that can be set up ahead of time and automated. So every time somebody becomes a customer with you, they automatically get that series of emails to make sure that they start well. That is very, very effective. It means that everyone's going to get what they need, and you're making sure that each customer has a positive experience with you without having to spend a lot of time each time for you, right? So automating that in the background. And then if somebody wants to start a business, you can just go, okay, if you're starting a business, you're going to get, maybe it's a guide, maybe it's a series of tutorials, maybe it's a Facebook group where they move through a series of steps in the guides of the Facebook group, or it could be a series of emails again, but it gives them an onboarding process. It gives them a step 1 is you're going to do this, step 2 you're going to do this, step 3 you're going to do this. And you give them a plan to follow to help them be successful, but all of that is something that you establish ahead of time and automate. That way you are, again, just serving your audience. You're creating good content, helping people, serving that audience, and it's just bringing in people to your funnel. It's bringing in people to your lead magnet, and some of them are going to opt in for those products, some of them are not, but you have other offerings, you have other things you do. But when they come into that product, they're going to get a really good experience as a customer with you, and then if they decide that they want to grow a business, again, you've got a really good onboarding process for business builders that's going to lead them there. If you do it that way, your business will not be spammy, sleazy, scummy, annoying, pushy, salesy, all those things that we don't want to be, you won't be. And in that way, I think that MLM can be very legitimate, very authentic, and a very natural addition to your business. And I really think that's the key. And what I've seen over the years, I've been in MLM for 9 years, tried 2 different companies, 3, and that I think has been the biggest difference is when I see somebody who is not insecure. You know those insecure people with their MLM where they just so desperately need sales that they just push and push and push and push and push. That's being really insecure. But when you are confident knowing who you're here to serve, what you're about, and you're just serving those people and your MLM is just part of it, and it's not something that you feel desperate about, it's not something you're pushing as the main thing, but you're just showing up every day for your people and serving them, then that's when I think you really start to attract a lot of people to everything you're doing, not just your MLM, because you're being a normal human being, because you're just not being weird about it, you're not being annoying, right? And I think that's really the key. It's a shift in perspective, it's a shift in mindset, but I think that's the new way. That's the new way moving forward for MLM. So that's all I'm going to do today. I'm going to leave you with that, and I'd love to hear your comments and your thoughts on that. Have you seen somebody doing it right? I've got some guests coming on the show in the next couple weeks, and one of them is a really good friend of mine who's had a huge amount of success with MLM and then has seen her business shrink dramatically and is now in a place where she needs to look outside of it. And so we're going to work together with her and troubleshoot her business and see if we can find a way to help her create a plan to come out of this rut that she's in. And another friend of mine is somebody who has been trying to build an MLM with no success and really, really wants to have income on the side, but she's a single mom. And so we're going to look at single parents and is there a way to build extra income and is MLM viable for her? So if you're interested in that topic, then make sure you watch out for those episodes coming up. And I will talk to you next time. Thanks for tuning in.